Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Janine. I'm from CentralReach, and today I'm going to talk to you about telehealth and how you can set up your service codes in regards to the new telehealth location. In this specific webinar, we're going to talk about how you can add modifiers to service codes for that telehealth location. Now, before we talk about anything, let's mention here that you need to reach out to your payer before you do anything with your account. Find out what they are requiring for telehealth in terms of claims, and then set up your account for what they are looking for. Everything discussed in this webinar are all suggestions. Again, set up your account based on what the payer is requiring from you. Now, let's talk a little bit about the pros and cons of adding a modifier to a service code. The pros are that it's going to be a way faster setup. It doesn't require a new code to be added. Doesn't require the new code to be added to an authorization. You won't have to update any appointments, and it'll have a faster breakdown. Some cons of adding a modifier to a service code is that you're going to need to train the employees on what they're going to be seeing and how they are going to be able to convert these appointments. And the reporting may not look any different other than that there is going to be a new location and possibly a modifier. Again, reach out to your payer, find out what they're looking for in terms of the modifier, all right? Now let's go into the agenda that we're going to be discussing today. So we're gonna go over adding modifiers to already created service codes, converting appointments with those codes into timesheets so you can see what your employees will see, and auditing locations and possibly modifiers depending on the payer. And of course, we're gonna stay safe and healthy. So let's get into it. To add a modifier to a code, you will go ahead and select the money sign, which is the billing module, and service codes. Select the service code that will be used for telehealth and click the number under the default column to open all the fee schedules currently associated with that code. Now, I went a little bit ahead and did some already for the sake of time, but I will show you how to add the telehealth one. Pretty much here, what you're going to want to do is create a modifier for every single location that this service code is going to be used at. This might not look the same depending on your organization, but here we have home, office, school with all the locations already preset. Again, this is all up to you. If you want to have it this way, you can have the location not set here, up to you. And we have our standard rates for those locations. So let me show you how to add a modifier group, and we're gonna go ahead and add the telehealth one. So click the gear sign to the right of the fee schedule here. That opens up some options. Go ahead and choose add modifier group. Now you're gonna go ahead and name it telehealth. All caps is fine. All caps will kind of put it in the employee's face. Hey, there's this telehealth location here. Pick it if that's where you are, where the services are being provided at. And then the most important part here is that location. You're gonna wanna go all the way down, and then you're gonna see it 002 right here, telehealth. Go ahead and click that. Again, modifiers, please, 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 please reach out to your payers. See if they even take the modifiers. If they do, go ahead and enter them here. And then the rates that you are going to use. If you do not have an agreed rate, please, please, please make it the same as your billed rate here for this specific payer. They did provide us an agreed rate that they will pay for these services at $90. So we're gonna go ahead and add that modifier group. All right. Now, let's take a look of what it would look like if your direct employee was going to convert those appointments. So here we have Kelly. She has an appointment today with Ethan, and she is going to be doing it with telehealth. All right, so a couple little things. You can also put telehealth in your appointment name here, just so it's clear what this appointment is for. Now, your employee can click this lovely lightning bolt to quickly convert, going straight to the timesheet, or they can open the details to check it out, make sure everything looks good, and convert from here. Either way will work, just depends on your employee and the workflow you guys have in place. So now you'll see those 4 modifier groups that we have linked to that Aetna fee schedule. And in this case, we're using telehealth here. So you'll see that telehealth was used. It brought in that place of service location 02 telehealth, and we're good to go. All right. This may look different depending on what you guys have required for your timesheets, such as session notes, all that good stuff, signatures. In this case, we're just going to save. All right. You see the telehealth location here. So when you are going to audit your timesheets just to make sure that everything in regards to telehealth has that exact location, you can go a step further here, open this up and specifically go for telehealth. All right, it'll pull up all the timesheets that currently have the telehealth location. And if you are not doing any home services, office, school, and strictly telehealth, this right here will show you that, hey, there is currently a billing entry that doesn't have telehealth, but it in fact was with telehealth. I need to go in and change it. You can do so here, edit timesheet. Remember, this is for billing administrators only. They will need that big high billing permission that we offer. Not everybody should have that, so just keep that in mind. And then we'll go here and we will change it to telehealth. All right, save. Good to go. Boom, telehealth. Refresh. Awesome. So I just made sure that everything that is currently being converted is in fact telehealth. Now, if your payers did provide you a modifier, you can also audit for that by selecting all the entries, either by selecting this checkbox here or individually selecting them, up to you. Click that actions dropdown and you're gonna go ahead and do bulk merge claims. All right, and then we're gonna open them up here so we can see what they got going on. And I see that here, the modifier 95 was brought in, and here there isn't a modifier. Again, different payers, one payer might provide it, one payer might not. So just keep that in mind. Make sure everything is good to go based on your payer. Again, reach out to your payer, find out what they require, go from there, all right? Now, when all is said and done and telehealth is no longer going to be needed, what you want to do is go back to that code and the default rates that are set for it by going to the billing sign service codes, clicking that number under the default rates column and seeing exactly what you have here that we set. Now, if telehealth is no longer going to be used, we can go ahead and select that trash icon and delete it. And if you no longer want to use these as well, since they will not have to pick, you can delete those as well. Now, we also do have some virtual Genius booths. If you guys don't know what that is right now, it's a one-on-one HIPAA compliant meeting. It's 25 minutes to talk through your questions. If you want us to set up a different way, if that modifier group isn't going to work for what your payer is requiring, go ahead and go to help.centralreach.com/training. You'll see an option for the one-on-one virtual Genius booth. They are recorded. We will provide you the recording, but it is important to bring all the information that the payer provides you so that we can show you how to set up CR according to their specifics. All right, that's very important. All right, so this is just one way you can set up your modifier groups for telehealth, and we are going to provide you with some other suggestions. Again, everything is a suggestion. Please, please, please make sure you reach out to your payer on what they are requiring. Talk to you guys soon. Have a good one. Stay safe and healthy.